And main scene, Endurigar!
Woo!
Endurigar! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Icewind Dale's Rime of the Frost Maiden, episode 33. Good luck storming the Durgar Fortress. Yeah, there were a shit ton of Durgar and some steamy, stony stuff beforehand. And we're not talking about Dugan's Hole. So folks,
We're always talking about
Yeah.
Dugan's Hole, unfortunately. The one town in 10 towns we never went to.
well, yeah,
Actually, no, I think there's one more place that we didn't
Yeah,
go.
Bremen and Dugan's Hole are the ones.
That's right, we never made it to Bremen.
Did we go to Targus? We didn't go there either.
Yes,
No,
we did.
Oh,
we
we
did.
did?
That's where,
Got some stuff.
yeah, we did some shopping, and Donovan and I
Shopping.
went to that shady wizard guy. and
Oh,
sold
in the
him all of our
hole.
weird
In the
shit.
hole, right?
Yes, in the hole.
In the hole.
Yeah,
Got
In the
it.
it's
hole.
another hole. Yeah.
Like another
Yeah.
hole. Yeah, I forgot about that
A lot of
hole.
holes
So many
in
holes.
10 towns.
Yeah.
It's gonna
It's
be
more like
more when we're
Hole
done
of the
with it.
Frost Maiden, but that seems a little.
Well, you know, I've got some dark buttholy energy going on right now, so it's appropriate.
Oh, but Elspeth finally did it. We're so happy. That's what I'm most proud of this session. This was
33 episodes, and she
33,
finally
yeah.
worked up the nerve to come on to the girl she's been flirting with.
Yay.
Yay.
It's fine. As soon as I complete this stupid maneuver that I'm attempting, I'm going to die. So,
Oh, are you sure?
Was it the Quaggoths that were casting the heat metal, or are there clerics or something in there?
Yeah, the two Quaggoths standing by Zardarak are Quaggoth Thonauts, which are the ones that are adept at psionics.
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess Elspeth should have probably shouted something about that to the rest of you guys, but also she was like, okay, I'm not going to have time for this.
I'm so curious what the plan is.
What plan?
Well, no,
I
but
mean-
Elspeth's plan is. Elspeth's plan.
I can tell you, like, you guys would probably be able to guess it by this point. She's trying to get in touch range. She's trying to repeat what she did with the dragon.
That's what okay. Mhm.
Yeah.
And operating on the theory of if you take out the commander, it's a lot easier to convince underling. Like, there may be some underlings that don't think the fight is worth it at that
Mhm,
point.
mhm.
You know,
Yeah. Good.
No
Good.
guarantees.
Totally good use of minions, and even though they're not minions, but you know, lots of things to keep everyone occupied. Even 3 extra combatants that you might not have been ready for.
Yeah, no, those were. Unfortunately, you got 2 that are not as helpful, except for the Weasel. The Weasel has been doing.
the weasel is
Yeah, Weasel's killing it.
like
They have-
shockingly
They have
good.
2 hit points and do 1 HP when they hit. That's it.
It
But they're
works. If it
also like
works, it
just
works.
taking the ones with like 1 HP left, and it's just like.
Yeah. Killing the weak, that's his niche.
And so far, no one's seen it as a threat to actually kill it. So
Yeah.
It's
So
because
that's
he
a whole
gets in the kill
action.
blow and then just
Yes.
runs off.
I shall focus my attacks on this small rodent.
Yep.
This is a
Giant.
fight where I'm realizing how much AoE I don't have,
Hmm.
which is
Yeah.
any. I don't have any AoE. It's just like, well, okay.
yeah,
I don't know if anyone, I mean, other than Azar's breath weapon, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah.
That's a MOA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a MOA.
Yeah. Yeah, these situations when you really need an arcane caster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have color spray as my second
Yeah.
It
last
did,
spell.
could do watery things, but once Azar had knocked that out, I was like, I don't need to do any water moments because it's already done. It's already.
I will say the marine layer was actually great because my
Yeah, that's extremely useful.
original tactic, and the reason why I was telling everybody not to come near me, was that I was going to turn around and try to run like I was trying to run toward the door to draw everybody basically into a choke point, and then I was going to try to go invisible and like either shut them out of the room or just get to the door and then go invisible so that they hopefully go chasing me out of the room when I'm not out. That was the original plan. The marine layer was like, oh, never mind. They'll think I'm in here and I could just burp.
It's just a stew of like body parts and limbs just like going all over the place.
And now just everybody's in this 20 by 20
Yeah.
circle on the
It's
map.
like, Tasmanian Devil when it goes like blah, 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 blah. Everything gets sucked into it. We're all just an amalgamation of that right now.
Oh
so
my
funny.
god.
Well, we have I don't know, like 8 more minutes of it, and then it's gonna dissipate, and we'll all just be standing there like this.
God, I hope it doesn't take that many more rounds to
And go,
finish this
yeah.
fight.
It's like, God damn it, there's so many. But also, you guys did Summer Fortress with over 100 or with 100 some Durgar, so
Surely some of those angry townspeople have dynamite with them, and they'll just blow up the doors if
Sure.
we don't get them open in time and come in and help. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Donovan's almost dead. So
Is he?
You've got the death ward at least.
Yeah. He's got 20 left. So as long as it's not a nat 20, he can survive a couple of rounds. And he's got, multiple spell slots left for shield.
And if and when people pop back out of the marine layer, Elspeth is watching because she will, if her plan doesn't look like it's going to work, she will give that up for throwing healing at people to keep them up. But
there's a lot of things now, well, there's one elk attacking the bad guy.
yeah, it's helpful. No, the elk has been very helpful, like
Yeah.
being very helpful in like diverting attention.
yeah. Can I keep the elk as familiar now, since it turned out mine was actually somebody else's familiar and also an asshole spy that had a lot of information that would have been useful like 20 episodes ago.
Just like eating your food.
Is that in the actual module, or did you make that up?
I made it up.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love
Yeah.
that.
The owl familiar is actually Villain's familiar in the book, but
Oh.
making it the owl that I had found.
I loved
Saul
it.
James.
It's so much
It's
fun.
very good.
That's very cool. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
no, it was
Sneaky.
because of all those like, and I didn't do it enough in this campaign, which I wish I did more of, even because we're near the end. But like compared to Dragon of Ice Fire Peak, I just like changed shit. And this one I was like, I'm gonna do it by the book, and I'm realizing it's like I should have done more me.
It's still fun.
No,
Yeah,
working out great.
the modules leave out a lot of the RP. They just assume that you'll make it up yourself. So that they leave holes or just space for you to create, whichever you want to look at it as.
Yeah.
There's lots of gaps in there.
Yeah, no, that's always the fun part. Like, and if it's too tight, I don't like those. This one, I would say, is pretty like Chris Perkins leaves it pretty open. But there's definitely a lot of his writing in there where it's just like his type of humor, or just like weird things that Chris Perkins just puts in there. I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Because this was a horror campaign. I forgot.
Yeah.
I have to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. They start off with horror and then they just back the heck up of all the
Sure.
horror.
Yeah.
One of the other writers on this was someone that I went to college with, who now writes games professionally. And every so often, as I'm skimming through like stuff we've already done, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I feel like maybe she had a hand in this. This sounds very like her. But yeah, it's an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, no, it's I there are moments where it's just like very classic horror movie inspirations that Chris Perkins takes. Like everybody can technically have a secret for the game. And one of them is the Slad host, which is very alien, and you can just have a Slad tadpole burst out of your chest at any moment that the GM decides.
For any of the characters?
Any of the characters.
That's kind of fun. I like that.
Yeah, in case you wanted to turn your Frostmaiden campaign into Baldur's Gate 3 also.
We're all mind players.
Puts on the top hat and just dances off the camera.
Nice.
Hello, my baby.
Exactly.
Is that Spaceballs? Is that
Yes, that's the end of
Okay.
Spaceballs.
All right. Well, I gotta get home and get ready for 2 nights. Lots of Photoshop to do for tonight.
All right, folks,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again for Icewind Dale's next Saturday, the 11th. So see you all then at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then, stay healthy and bye love.